In 1957, Winston Churchill was 83. And I personally was thrilled to be able to fly London, New York in a little over 8 hours. There were a couple of upsets that year. Russia launched Sputnik, and in the Miss Universe contest, Miss USA had to be disqualified when it was discovered that she was married. But life went on, and people still went to the theater. They witnessed the Broadway debut of Angela Lansbury in Hotel Paradiso, and they saw one of the all-time musical greats, My Fair Lady, a mixture of literate wit, enchanting melody, and moments of bawdy English music hall. Will we ever forget Stanley Holloway and Get Me to the Church on Time?
I get married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Pull out the stopper, let's have a whopper, but get me to the church on time. I got to be down in the morning, spruced up and looking in me prime. Girls, come and kiss me, show how you'll miss me, but get me to the church on time. If I am dancing, roll up the floor. If I am whistling, me out the door.
Oh, I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime.
Kick up a rumpus, but don't lose the compass, and get me to the church.
Get me to the church.
Oh, for peace sake, get me to the church.
Alaska became the 49th state, and we all threw our backs out with hula hoops. 2 of the year's top films were based on Broadway plays, Gigi and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. And Gwen Verdon danced off with her 3rd award. The big trumpeting musical winner with its 76 trombones was The Music Man. And the award for the best actor in a musical went to the Music Man himself, Robert Preston.
Either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player. Certainly mighty proud to say I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. Help you cultivate horse sense and a cool head and a keen eye. Did you ever take and try to give an ironclad leave to yourself from a 3-rail billiard shot? But just as I say it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in a balk-line game, I say that any boob can take and shove a ball in a pocket. And I call that sloth, the first big step on the road to the depths of degradé. I say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pinchback suit and listening to some big out-of-town Jasper, hearing him tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trotting race, no, but a race where they set down right on the horse. Like to see some stuck-up jockey boy sitting on Dan Patch make your blood boil, well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in a table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. And all week long, your River City youth will be frittering away. I say your young men will be frittering away their noontime, supper time, chore time too. Get the ball in the pocket. Never mind getting dandelions pulled to the screen door patched to the beefsteak pounded. Never mind pumping any water till your parents are caught with the cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's trouble. Yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the Knickerbocker, shirt-tail young ones, peeking in the pool hall window after school. You got trouble, folks, right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. Now, I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall? They've been trying out Bevo, trying out Cubabs, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette fiends, and bragging all about how they're gonna cover up a telltale breath with sense. And one fine night, they leave the pool hall, heading for the dance at the Armory, libertine men and scarlet women, and ragtime, shameless music that'll grab your son, your daughter with the arms of a jungle, animal instinct, mass hysteria, friends, the idle brain is the devil's playground. Trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
With a capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We've surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Got to figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school.
Our children's children gonna have trouble, 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 trouble.
Mothers of River City.
Trouble, trouble.
Heed that warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novel hidden in the corn crib? Is he starting to memorize jokes from Captain Billy's whiz-bang? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell. Ah, and so's your old man.
Trouble, trouble.
Well, if so, my friends, you got trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
With a capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We've surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Remember the Maine, Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule.
Our children's children gonna have trouble.
Oh, we got trouble. We're in terrible, terrible trouble. That game with the 15 numbered balls is a devil's tool.
Devil's tool.
Oh, yes, we got trouble, trouble, trouble.
Oh, yes, we got trouble. Yeah, we got big, big trouble.
With a T. Gotta rhyme it with P. And it stands for pool. Remember, my friends, listen to me because I pass this way but once.
As the 50s ended, Hawaii joined the Union, and America had a little over 500 advisors in a tiny Asian country called Vietnam. We were reading Exodus, watching Charlton Heston race chariots as Ben-Hur, and applauding the Broadway debut of Lauren Bacall in Goodbye, Charlie. A mystery musical called Redhead won the Tony Award itself, and for its 2 stars, Richard Kiley, his first, and Gwen Verdon, our old friend, her fourth.
Look who's in love. We are, well, aren't we? Look who's happy and high. Will you look who's in our arms? No one but us. Who is tugging at my heart?
Who is?
You is? Who was surprised? We were, well, weren't we? You look as tipsy as I. Hear me say, hey people, how blessed can I be? Look who's in love with me.
Look who's in love. We are, well, aren't we? Look who's happy and high. Will you look who's in our arms? No one but us. Who is tugging at my heart?
Who is?
You is. Who was surprised? We were, well, weren't we? You look as gypsy as I. Hear me say, hey people, how blessed can I be? Look who's in love.
Look who's in love.
Look who's in love with me.
Well, it was a new decade full of hope with a new word, commitment. Early in the year, we saw the first lunch counter sit-in, and the movement, mainly young, spread quickly across the nation. Strangely, it was the same year we built our first retirement village and started looking for euphemisms, senior citizens or mature adults. For the first time, the voters couldn't decide which musical should win, and there was a tie. The Sound of Music dealt with human courage in the face of European political insanity. And Fiorello, with its warm portrait of New York's Mayor LaGuardia, dealt with much the same problem here at home. It's 1960 with Florence Henderson in The Sound of Music and Tom Bosley as Fiorello.
My friends, I want each and every one of you to take a long, deep breath, like this. You know what that smell is? Tammany. They've been stinking up this district long enough. It's time to get the garbage off the doorstep, and I've got the shovel to do it with. Your vote. Come election day, put that pencil cross next to the name of Fiorello H. LaGuardia. LaGuardia. Now here's another name. Tammany. What's that?
Tammany?
Wrong, the answer's tyranny. Tammany spells tyranny like R-A-T spells rat. Now there's a double M in Tammany and a double L in Gaul. Just like the double-dealing, double-crossing, double-talking, double-die duplicity of Tammany Hall. But you can change it all. Go use the ballot box and cast your spell come next election day. The name's LaGuardia. L-A-G-U-A-R-D-I-A. Attenti! Chi sta ve voglio vi. A-T-T-A-N-T-I Tammany. Che fesse bevo fa. Venite tutti quanti a casa, non fate vengano. Ich bin LaGuardia. Das ist Lame, David Kimmel, alle Preis, alle Juden, die vergesst das nicht. Ich sitz so ich Tammany ist nicht. Ich hab das Sinnen und herzig und seh.
To beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from a church on a breeze, to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way to sea.